South Carolina First Alert Weather Day update.
I'm First Alert meteorologist Chrissy Kohler. We're looking ahead to our system moving in, our winter weather storm, moving in over the weekend. And it starts as early as about noon in the mountains, about 3-4 o'clock into the upstate, with sleet at the onset of this for Saturday afternoon and into Saturday night. Then Sunday morning, likely before sunrise, we see a transition into freezing rain, creating those icy roadways. So roads really start to deteriorate Saturday night and through the day on Sunday, with the possibility of a switch to some rain as we head into Sunday afternoon, but that's not as good as it sounds. As we take a look at the precipitation amounts, this is based off of our current thinking, watching the trends over the last few days, analyzing this data. We're looking at 1 to 3 inches of sleet accumulation possible along and north of I-85. But keep in mind, the sleet and ice go hand in hand. If the sleet goes down, the ice goes up. If the ice goes down, the sleet goes up here. We're looking at a 1/2 inch to around 1 inch of ice possible. We'll likely stay on the lower side of the sleet and the higher end of the ice for this area. About a 1/2 inch to around 3/4 inch of ice possible across the southern parts of the upstate. For the mountains, this is where we get some of the best snow and sleet accumulations, with 1 to 3 inches possible, and some of the lower ice accumulations, but 1/4 inch still can do a lot of damage through those northern mountains. The highest ice totals are expected along the South Carolina, North Carolina border, where we could get up to 1 inch of ice. There are some issues, though, with this forecast and some challenges here. And the one big thing is the cold air wedge that's going to be up to our north, and that area of low pressure that's bringing on all that moisture. So that high pressure up to the north pushes that cold air down the east side of the Appalachians. And the models are notorious at eroding cold air wedges quicker than they should. So this is one of the big challenges with this forecast, because then you have the area of low pressure that's trying to pull in that warmer air from the south and turn this into some rain. So we're going to be watching those trends very carefully. Just know that I'm not completely sold on a transition over to rain because of those cold air wedges that typically hang on longer than what the data tries to tell us is happening here. And again, this is what comes with the experience of watching this over many, many years. As we take a look at our First Alert radar, you see that we've got those showers that are moving across the area right now, just plain old rain with temperatures in the 40s. We do have some rain north of I-85 into Cherokee County, and then around Chesney out towards Fingerville. Spotty showers through Pickens County back towards Walhalla, and starting to move into Travelers Rest in the Slater-Marietta area. Spotty showers certainly possible on and off as we head throughout the day today, but there's going to be few and far between. So it's actually a pretty good day to get some stuff done ahead of this system that moves in tomorrow. Starting off at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, things look dry out there. I think the roads are just fine. So if you haven't canceled your Saturday morning plans, I say go ahead with them. Things are going to start to go downhill, though, when that snow starts into the mountains at around noon and continues to spread to the east. So this is the latest set of data that's a little bit warmer for the mountains here. Less snow, more sleet potential during the day on Saturday. It's also a lot more limited with the moisture moving into the area during the day on Saturday, which would decrease the potential for our sleet totals into the upstate as well. We're still seeing a mixed precipitation, sleet, and yes, even some snowflakes mixing in through the overnight areas. And then we start to transition into that freezing rain before the sun comes up on Sunday. Notice what's happening here in the western mountains. This is that wedge signal where that warmer air is trying to creep in and erode that wedge. Now, I'm not sold on exactly what we're seeing out of this run of data, because it's very limited with the moisture that's coming in on Sunday morning. And I'm not sold that this is exactly what we're going to see. I think we likely are still going to see quite a bit of precipitation Sunday morning. It does pick things up as we head into Sunday afternoon, which again, it's a mixed bag of precipitation around 4 o'clock. That freezing rain continuing for a lot of the upstate, a transition to a little more rain into the mountains, but then those temperatures drop. And that's where the challenge or the big issue comes into the forecast on Monday. Yes, we're talking about maybe some potential for rain Sunday afternoon, but First Alert meteorologist Catherine Noel is going to tell us that doesn't necessarily spell good news for us.
No, just because of these temperatures here. So anything that we do get will likely freeze, right, and refreeze, even if we do see that rain and that transition leading to treacherous road potential on at least Monday morning, and that could even extend beyond that. So teens to 20s, what you need to know, it's below freezing for all of us into Monday morning. Again, your 2-day forecast for Monday and Tuesday. Yes, highs are above freezing, so we'll see some melting, but how much? Well, we only spend about 4 to 6 hours above freezing, so this will do some melting, but it's not going to take it all away from Monday and Tuesday, as long as this all verifies, right? So leading into even Tuesday morning, we start to even see some colder temperatures, single digits, so we're back to a refreeze potential potential from whatever melted into Monday afternoon and evening. Slushy roads into Monday afternoon and evening, but still icy road potential into Tuesday. Upstate 7-day forecast today, an isolated shower, just rain shower before that wintry weather moves on in Saturday, Sunday, Monday, first alert weather days. Overnight lows in the teens, highs in the 30s. So this cold trend continues. We're back and forth from any sort of partial melt to refreeze, and that continues even for the mountains into next week as well. We do continue to talk about our forecast and analyze it more in detail. We have more time to do so with our streaming updates. So we'll see you today, noon, 3 p.m. and 7, guys.